Hi, folks. How are you? My name is Amanda with Simply Flamazing Art, the Creative Course Collab, the Creative Curiosities Paper and Notions pack. I'm a curator for and a proud member of the Crafty Bunch. And I am so glad y'all joined me today. It is 12, and that is what time is that? That's 20 minutes of paint with me. And that's based on the 100-hour rule, which states if we do something for 18 minutes a day, we'll be 95% better than anyone in our field. Okay. I say if we do something for 20 minutes a day, because we do it Monday through Friday at noon, we are going to be, and we do it every day, we're going to be 95% better than when we started. And so we're currently working on Rosie the Riveter, and I am for live today. And so, because I have to be at work. And so, but anyway, y'all hang out with me. Y'all grab your paint, you grab your brushes, you grab a piece of paper. It is like a vintage, it looks like vintage ephemera. Really all it is copy paper, guys. I bought these little paper packs, but it has the consistency of copy paper. So grab you some copy paper if you have nothing else, or a mixed media pad, or whatever it is. It could be a paper bag. It doesn't matter. Just grab your paints, grab your brushes, and let's paint for 20 minutes. I'm going to get us started. So we left off yesterday with the red. We painted that ear in because I realized I missed my ear. So we're going to go ahead and just pick up where we left off. I'm going to get our timer started. And let's get started here, guys. I already have some paint out because really this is just Wednesday right after my live, but I wasn't sure if I was going to be at work today, which is Thursday. This is so confusing. But then I realized while I was talking, like, I really need to go because I really need to grab my new laptop. And so get all that set up. Plus I have some meetings that would be just great to be, there for. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to pick up a little more of that skin tone color because I'm just going to come in and touch this ear up just a little bit. I kind of got it a little dark in places that I kind of want to keep it a little bit, like a little light is hitting it, just a little bit. And so there we go. I like that much better. All right. So today we're going to finish up our little bandana. I'm going to put little polka dots on it, kind of like hers. I'm not going to keep them perfect though, guys. And they're going to be small-ish in nature, but I'm not going to keep like a perfect little circle. Let me see. This brush wants to not come together the way I want it to come together. Like your other brothers and sisters, Brussels. So I hope everybody's having a great Thursday. I can tell you with 100% positivity, I would much rather be here painting live with you than in the office doing what I'm doing. So just so you know, that I would 100% rather be painting live with you here. I do enjoy my job. I'm not like, don't enjoy my job, but this I love. So we're going to put in our polka dots. And if you notice, they are not perfect. And I am A-okay with that. But I do kind of want them to somewhat resemble a circle, even though they are not necessarily in a circle. I'm loving that. Now we're gonna put in some creases and some depth to that. We're gonna let that dry first though, because we're gonna do a little wash in on that. I'm gonna go ahead and add some blue, and we're gonna at least get a base coat in on our. We may finish her today. I don't know. We don't have a huge amount to do, and we've got some time, so that's good. That means on Friday we start something new, though. If y'all have something that you would like, hit me up in the comments and let me know if y'all would like to see something specific. You can comment and I will do my best. And so if you want to know what paints I am using the Pentart line of paints that are the acrylic brand. A creamy acrylic is the line. And I will tell you, I absolutely love it on paper. I have yet to develop the same love for it on canvas. But then again, I haven't had a lot of, in its defense, so to speak, I haven't had a lot of, I haven't used it a lot on canvas. I say it's definitely creamy. It's a thicker consistency than on like the craft paints, so like deco art, folk art, etc. Definitely not as liquidy as those. So I really am enjoying it on this paper. So I would recommend this hands down on paper. It, you can even add a little water for flow, and it doesn't cause the paper to do the crinkly stuff. And that's because it doesn't have as much water in it as the other paints. And so but I hope y'all are having a great day. I hope you're enjoying her. She's not, I've never painted her before. And so, this kind of genre, this kind of pop art type thing. I mean, I don't know if you could necessarily classify this as that, but I think so. It's not something I have painted a whole lot of. but it's kind of fun. And I'm certainly enjoying it. And so, I hope you are too. I hope I inspire you to pick up a paintbrush and paint along with me. Get you some paints, and you can certainly use the deco art or the folk art or one of the other brands, Apple Barrel. They're all good paints. I'm not saying they're not. They're definitely a lower price point. So if this is something that you are, you know, trying out, they would be a good paint. It's easily accessible. It's you have a variety of color, a bigger variety of color. You don't have to rely on all of necessarily the mixing. So for that aspect, it's nice. I'm gonna go ahead and pull a little black into my blue. And I'm also gonna pull just a little bit of blue. And that blue is gonna send it a little more into like a blue jeany color. Because this is like a blue jean overall. And this is gonna be my shadow color. So we're gonna start where there would be shadow. And then I'm just going to darken this part down here. I'm probably going to come in with some black and just basically fade to black, kind of like this did. But so we want to just focus where there may be a little shadow. We're just making it up right now. Y'all know I'm big on making it up. Just like that makes sense to me why that shadow would be there. So we need to make some crinkles because she's kind of like, ruffling up her sleeve, right? And so she's like pulling up her sleeve, indicating, she's working hard. She's a hard worker. So we're going to put those wrinkles in there. I know it's probably hard to see on the camera because it is so dark, but you can just kind of see how I'm just making it up, guys. I'm just making things like up. And I want this to be dark down in here. And then we're going to come in with some light, but we need the darkness. And it doesn't matter. It's a pure personal preference. But I usually like to go darker and then go lighter. I usually like to put my base in, then go darker, and then go lighter. There's a few instances when I vary that, but it's kind of rare that I do go darker or lighter first and then darker. All right, I'm loving that. And I'm actually going to go one level darker, which is almost pure, just pure. It is pure black. I shouldn't say almost. But now my paint is, well, it may or may not be still wet, but it hasn't cured enough that I can't like blend in a little bit into that. And so very light touch, just washing in some dark right over top of my blue, just to deepen where that shadow of her arm going across there would be. And so where I want a little deeper shadow, I'm going to just come in and kind of wash, not really wash because I'm not washing right now. I've got black on my brush. And again, we said we wanted to like that fade to black. I'm just going to put that in. And that just means it needs to be black here at this bottom. If I want to fade to black, it needs to be black. I don't care if it is broken like that. In fact, I kind of like that look. I'm going to grab a little bit of blue. I still have that black in my brush. And where these two meet, I'm just going to kind of go over top of where they meet and just kind of soften that line of where the black and the blue meet. So what I'm looking for is kind of where you can't tell where that line actually kind of starts. It just kind of like all of a sudden just appears. You're like, okay. Muddy the line. That's what I call that, is muddying the line. Muddying the line where you want that to start and finish. And so there we go. Guys, I do think we're going to finish her today. All right, now that we're going to let this settle and dry. And we're going to come back up to her hat up here. And we're actually going to do a wash up here. And so what do I mean by a wash? I just mean like water in my brush. Pick up the color I want. I'm going to use brown and red. To get a deeper red. And we're going to put in our shadows up here. And so we're going to just wash in our shadows. Getting a little too much water that you can't control where it's going. Just tap your brush off. You want it to be, you don't want to cover. You want it to be translucent. You want it to go over top. But you don't want paint running everywhere. But if you put it over top of these dots and you start to lose your dots, then you know you've got too much paint and not enough water. And don't worry, it's still going to read as a red and white hat or bandana. Even though you've put this darker color in there. See how all of a sudden now it has like some body to it? Let water be your friend. And you can use other things. I find water works just as well. And I mean, if you were like, this is fine art, which I don't consider myself a fine artist because I don't consider what I do fine art. I mean, it's not going to go into a museum. I mean, it may hang on somebody's wall. These are going to go into a book. We already know that. So, okay. I'm just going to finish her up because there's not enough. I don't think there's 20 more minutes. There may be. There may be because we still have to put the light on and we still want to do I think we're going to call it because I do think I probably have really close to 20 minutes more work with her. So we can be live on Friday, finish her up, and then start something new on Monday. I kind of really like that. So here she is. She isn't quite ready. We still have some more detail work to do on her, but there she is so far. I hope y'all had a great time hanging out with me today. I'll be in the comments, so y'all comment and let me know. And this is where we are. I look forward to seeing you on Friday live. I will be live on Friday, and y'all have a great rest of your day. Bye.